Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to bring you a video on this one thing could be what is tanking your credit score. So if you're new to my channel, I bring you information on no matter where you are in your credit journey to show you how to improve your credit, and also how to teach you to leverage credit lines to create passive income. Now, my channel, I used to do credit consultations, but I don't anymore. So I have found the best avenue that's most effective for people is education. I want you guys to understand that credit is an algorithm that is dictated on your behavior. So it's dictated on your financial behavior, what you're doing and what you're charging on your credit cards and how you're managing your finances. So if you don't know how, and you don't know what you're doing wrong to come up negatively on that algorithm, ultimately you cannot fix your credit. So many people go through this Nemo cycle of just constantly going to credit repair companies and not really seeing any results. So one thing you got to understand, credit repair companies make their money off of disputing only. It does not benefit them to help you resolve your credit problems quickly because they get paid a monthly service. So if you don't learn, you're going to have a problem forever with your credit and you will never have success. So one of this lady that reached out to me, she took my webinar and she emailed me a question that she had that she could not figure out what's going on with her credit. Now I have another webinar coming up September 18th. If you're interested, the links will be in the description if you would like to come and join. But what happened with this lady, her utilization on her credit cards was at zero that she knew of her utilization on her credit cards. So all her active credit cards, in her knowledge, she paid them off. And her credit score was still low. She could not figure out, she had no collections, nothing major, no charge-offs, nothing major major that it was negative reporting on her credit report, but her credit score was still low and she couldn't understand why this dramatic change, it actually dropped in her credit score when she paid off her credit card accounts. So once she sent me over her information, I did ask her for a screenshot of her credit. And what this lady issue was, she recently got furniture. And some of you guys might have heard me speak on this before. She recently got furniture. And you have to understand and educate yourself. A trade line is any product or service that you are getting with a creditor that reports to your credit report. But there are different types of trade lines. So she assumed that her credit, was reporting for her furniture on her credit was an installment account. Now, back in the day, most furniture financing was installment accounts. So an installment account or installment loan is a fixed monthly rate payment for a particular period of time. It could be 3 years, 2 years. So you have this with your car. So if you're financing a car, it's an installment loan. You have a monthly payment that's the same for that vehicle until, 5 years, 3 years, whatever that you agreed to pay that loan back. Furniture accounts used to be that way. A mortgage account is an installment loan. Also, same principle, same fixed rate over a 30-year period, 15-year period. But now a lot of furniture stores have credit accounts, unsecured lines of credit. It's almost like a credit card account, but you cannot use that line of credit to rent a car, only to purchase furniture right there with that store. So she got a $5,000 line of credit, but she thought it was an installment loan. So she used the whole $5,000 to purchase furniture. And what that did was tanked her utilization. In essence, it was like her maxing out a credit card. Now, one thing you have to understand and know, this is why you need knowledge and you need an education. Her utilization was still relatively low because she had other larger lines of credit cards. So her overall utilization was low, but she didn't know that furniture account was like a credit card account, and she maxed it out. So once you max out any credit card, even though you have other open lines of credit, it will tank your credit score. So if you are a person that has that same issue, you don't understand, and you recently got furniture, or if you are a person that primarily just use one credit card, but your other credit cards are at zero, very low utilization, but you have one credit card, either very close to being maxed out, and I'm going to say about 60% close to being maxed out, or overly maxed out. I have seen people, our clients in the past, all the rest of their credit cards was paid down, but they had one credit card that was maxed out, and their credit score tanked, and they couldn't figure out why. That is your issue. So you got to understand how credit work. You have to get a knowledge on how credit work. That will affect your credit utilization, your debt to available credit, and it will affect you negatively, and it will tank your credit score. So hopefully that is a tip for you. Make sure, even if you have other unsecured lines of credit, you do not want to max out or even go over 60% utilization on one card, even if the other cards are low, because that will cause your credit score to tank. If you are a person that this happened to, and you recently got a furniture account, and you can't understand why your credit score was negatively affected, you need to find out what kind of account that is. Is it an installment loan with a fixed payment, or is it a credit account? Okay, so it can be tricky for people to understand. You need to look at your statement or call the company you received financing from, because even if you have a large amount, it might look like on that credit card that there's a fixed monthly rate. You're getting your statement, because it can be accruing interest also every month, depending what was the terms on that account. So be careful of this. Be careful of these little intricacies with your credit. Make sure you educate yourself on credit. If you are a person that have a lot of hard inquiries, we do have a hard inquiry removal package at my website. Also, if you have any questions, you want to contact me directly, contact me at my website, and your questions go to my cell phone. If you have a general question, you can just leave it in the comment section of this video. So hopefully this is helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you on the next one.